Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing a slightly different bag review video today. So if you've been following me, you've seen a lot of my Babala bag reviews. And it all began with the one that I purchased with my own money without knowing much about the company, taking a full chance on it like many of you do, and which turned into, the brand deal, and, we'll get to all that again. But I purchased my second bag from them without them knowing, who I am in terms of someone who's working with them and with my own money and all of that. So I went through the whole purchase process again. And this one took a little bit longer. So I actually want to, before we do the full unboxing and see this gorgeous bag, I want to go through kind of the timeline of events, okay? So I have the WhatsApp chat with Babala pulled up on my phone here, so that's why I'm looking at my phone. So I want to just kind of talk through what this process was. The really quick part of this is they were incredibly communicative through the whole process, but it did take a lot longer than expected. And there was some hiccups along the way. So I want to just give you the full picture. Okay, so Tuesday, February 17th, I place my order for a bag from their website. And making sure that I had the payment right and everything, I messaged them. So it was the Lunar New Year in China. So I got an auto message saying that it's the Lunar New Year holiday. They'll be checking messages, but they're not doing production right now. Basically, they'll deal with them after the holiday, February 24th, okay? So Wednesday the 18th, I sent the money through Western Union for pickup, sent them the order number, all of that stuff. And they said, I'll follow up on it and let you know. And then the 24th, thinking Lunar New Year's over, I asked, do we have a shipping update? And they said they're just getting back from holiday. They'll ship my order within the week if everything's going well. Cool, right? So then Thursday, February 26th, I get a message, so 2 days later. Dear Libby, sorry this bag is out of stock. Would you like an exchange? As factory's just back from holiday, new production couldn't be finished in a short time. So what I had first ordered is a YSL, gosh, what was it called? East-West, like clutch or something, basically. They don't carry it anymore. I can't even get you a link for it, but it was like, I wanted like a nice little clutch, right? So I asked, will it go back in production? I can wait. She said, don't know when it will be back in. Factory schedule is kind of complex. At this time, we're checking if there's similar models. Didn't have any. Would you like to exchange for other bags? So then I found another one that I decided I would purchase instead. And I'm going to just tell you, you'll see in a moment when we unbox it, but it's a Kelly Pochette, and it's in an embossed crocodile leather. So I also asked if they'd let me know if the YSL bag comes back in stock, okay? Okay, then she said, okay, there's a price difference because the Pochette was more expensive, so she calculated the difference, and I sent the rest of the money through Western Union and let her know. I took a screenshot of that the money went through and everything. Great. So I do want to say Western Union, the money goes through perfectly fine. I didn't have any issues with the money side of things. You just let them know through the WhatsApp what your order number is and the MTCN number that you get from Western Union. And that I've done Western Union for both my purchases now, and that was totally fine. Okay, so that all was February 28th. On Monday, March 2nd, the person, I guess I don't know the name of the person on the WhatsApp, but they contacted me and said, hi again, Libby, the color now factory make is the lighter one called Malachite Green. Will that be okay with you? So the one I had selected was a slightly darker shade of green than what she is sending me a picture of. And then she sent me, I don't know if you can see, a sample of what the leather looked like there. And I thought it was pretty, so I said yes. So she said, thank you, we'll move forward with that. On March 8th, I asked, hi, any update on shipping? She said, hi Libby, for customizing bag, it's made to order and the producing time is 15 to 20 days. So they're now making this bag to order for me, which cool. And what I've also been learning is you can do semi-customized bags with them, particularly if it's like Togo leather from the Hermes line. Since they make those so often, you can request custom bags. That needs to be a discussion with them, obviously. They don't like publicize it. So then on the March 18th, I said, would you please send photos before it ships? She said, yeah, she'd do that. So the bag is still in production. On March 20th, because that's when I knew I was going to be moving. I didn't have the definite that I was getting this place yet, so I didn't want to give this address. I had sent it to my UPS mailbox. In this time, my UPS, the specific franchise of it shut down, so I no longer have my UPS mailbox anymore. So I said, hi, I have an address change, my new shipping address, blah, blah, bblah. The previous address is a UPS mailbox that's closing. So hi, Libby, well noted, we'll change that. So again, very daily they will get back to me. Okay, so Saturday, March 28th, I asked any updates. She says, hello, Libby, the custom Hermes bag is not finished yet. I'll keep following, let you know. Also, I realize that this part is getting long, but I'm trying to prove a point that this was not a quick process, right? So we started this journey February 17th, and we are now at March 28th, so it's been over a month already. Sunday, March 29th, dear Libby, sorry for the waiting. When the factory was making the first bag, there was flaws in the leather, unfortunately. Now they're making another piece, and that would take another 10 days around. I'll keep following on it. So they were on top of the fact that it was not the quality that they wanted to put out. So they essentially started from scratch on something. So thank you for the update. Appreciate the communication. Thank you for understanding. Then Wednesday, April 8th. Hello, Libby, your bag will be finished and shipped within the week. Yay. Cool. The 11th of April, she sent photos of the bag. It had finished, and so she sent it from all the different angles. You won't be able to see it very well in here, but it's stunning, and it is stunning in person as well. So I said, gorgeous, perfect, we'll ship today, and the tracking number will be available within 1 to 2 days. Again, that was the April 11th, okay? April 16th, I asked, do we have a tracking number yet? She said, yes, tracking number, blah, blah, blah. On April, it says the 16th, on the 23rd, I asked, hi, is there an updated tracking? It won't let me see the link because it was coming from China. So until it hits the US, there's not a lot of communication from they use 17 track there, and it just wasn't telling me anything other than it was in China. So there was no anticipated when is it going to show up at my door, all of that. Then let's see, April 23rd, because I also had heard from the building that I had received a package, but I didn't know if it was this one. So she took a picture of the tracking information. She said, hello, Libby, your parcel was just delivered. Is everything okay? I said, yes, it arrived today. So that all happened April 23rd. A couple days later is when I finally had a chance to sit down and open it, and that's the clip you're going to see next after this. But just to again go through, we started this process February 17th, and it wasn't until April 23rd that it actually arrived. So February, March, April, it was just over 2 months from placing the order to receiving this bag. Now, my first bag, as you may remember if you watched that video or go back and watch it, it was really quick. And I think it's because they had it in stock. So if they have bags in stock, they actually do ship very quickly. And I want to say from the day I ordered to the day I received it was 10 days or maybe even just a little bit less. It was very quick for coming from China. I know we're all used to Amazon 2-day shipping, I do that too. But I think, coming from another country and having to go through customs, it was very, very fast. So I was a little shocked that this one took 2 months, but when they said they were making it from scratch, and they do hand make a lot of these bags, and I can I could say that just looking at the stitching, like this does not look machine stitched. So 2 months, was it disappointing? Yeah, so I would not rely on them if you like need something for an event. You want to like get it really far in advance, but if you're just like, this is the bag I really want and I'm okay waiting for it, I really love it. So that is the very long version of how this bag came to be. So let's go take a look at it. All right, well, as you can see, still mid-move-in, but I got this like a week ago and I've been dying to open it. So let's open her up and see how this order went. I don't even remember requesting the box, so that's just a little bonus, but that's a nice tissue. Now, if you've been following me, you've seen me review other Hermes dupe bags from Babala before, so I'm not going to go through. It's got all the little taggy things. I'm going to spend a little less time on all the wrappings and stuff and just get right to the main event because I'm so excited to see this bag. But as usual, well packaged. Oh, she's pretty. So, I don't even remember what all I've been telling you, but it is a Kelly Pochette and an embossed croc leather, and it is in this beautiful dark green color. So let's go ahead and take all this packaging off. While I do this, just to note that the video quality will get better again. I'm doing this on my iPhone right now because I don't know where the charger is for my vlogging camera. We will get back to doing the double camera work that you've seen in my other videos, again, once I've gotten this all set up. But we are mid-move and it's going way slower than planned. And please stay tuned for the moving series with this as well. Oh my gosh, always so much little plastic wrappings on here. This is difficult to get apart. So, you know, it's like all up in there, little handle. But yeah, I have really been wanting a smaller clutch, and I just thought this is so beautiful. Okay. So of course I went with the gold hardware because that's what I tend to wear. And yeah, beautiful. So the stamp, you can see, is on the inside there. I believe the little square is the like custom order on this type of bag. I could be wrong. Might just be like the exotics. If someone knows, they can let me know. And then there is a slip pocket in the back. I want to say pochettes were supposed to have a little zip pocket, not just the slip like that, but I don't really mind because I'm going to be throwing like a whole wallet in here. But this is a great size for like an evening bag. Oh, and I think it's so beautiful. So the pochette does not have feet. It is, you know, the Kelly style, a cellier, and yeah, similar to all the other ones. The stitching is looking really good. Something I've noticed with other bags that I've gotten in the embossed croc leather like this is that they're very, very stiff. This is not a mushy leather. This one we don't really want to like break down too much and get too soft because it's just not going to wear appropriately that way. But again, this is really just an evening bag. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. So yeah, that was the process of buying one. This was such a longer process than the first bag that I bought from them, but the first one that I bought was in stock, so the process went so much faster. I do like the communication throughout, though, as I told you about.
you know, they just kept me very informed, like, this is what's happening, here's where we have a delay. And while it took a very, very long time to get here, I was explained the entire way, like what was going on, why it was delayed, got to see pictures before they shipped it, all of that. So yeah, she's a beauty and I'm very excited.
So this beauty, I have carried it a couple of times now in the last couple of days, and oh my gosh, the lighting is getting worse in here as the day goes on. But it's stunning. It is so well crafted. I just want to show you a little bit of how much fits in here because I didn't get a chance to do that. So I have my Kate Spade bifold wallet here. So, you know, it's not large, but it's kind of chunky, right? So I can put that in there, lots of room. Put the phone in there. So it's the iPhone 15, and there's still room on both ends. You could definitely get you know, a plus size in there, and then there's lots of other room. So I had you know, a flat like sunglasses case with sunglasses. I had my keys and a Touchland hand sanitizer, and I think a lip gloss, I think, all in here. And there was still, like, it was not bulging at the seams by any means. So it actually holds a fair amount for this size bag, and I thought that was great. I just carried it like this. Again, like the lighting. So just by the handle, I didn't put the sangles on. I just let them kind of dangle loose, and was walking down the street, and it just, I loved it. I loved it. It's a beautiful bag, and very happy. You know, this is definitely not an everyday bag. That number one, it's small, and number two, it's kind of fancy. But I foresee this wearing very well. Like, it has got good structure. The bottom, it has some sort of, I don't know if it's cardboard or what inside of it, or just more leather, but it's like very hard on the bottom. This obviously is slightly malleable but stiff. Yeah, I like it. So that is the process that I had buying this bag. I have really come to think that this company's communication is great, and this one is not at all sponsored. I paid for every cent of my own money. Again, I just ordered it as a normal person. I used a different email, so they didn't know that it was the same, that, you know, it was me doing it. So yeah, that's my updates with this. I hope this was helpful, and now I have another video to film of another one that I got gifted from them that arrived on the same day. So let's go do that one now. Thanks.